Hey, come on, play the big shot game with Boffo. Answer wrong and you'll get the blame.
Big shot! How you doing, everybody? Boffo the Bear here. Welcome to another episode of Big Shot, the only internet game show, or game show of any kind, hosted by me, a big cartoon bear named Boffo. Now remember, at the end of the show, today's champion is going to get a shot at our big prize, a 5-day, 4-night Cancun resort vacation in Mexico. And the party contestants, well, they get eaten. All right, let's get today's Big Shot started and meet our future champ, lunch, and dinner. How you doing, players?
Hey.
Good to see you. We've got Dylan, Alana, and Ariel all ready to rock and roll with the Boffster. You guys ready to have some fun and play a game?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. You know how the game goes. Here is your first toss-up question for 50 points and to gain control. What ad slogan jingle has McDonald's used since 2003?
Elena,
Dylan.
Elena.
we loving it.
Correct. We loving it is correct for 50 points. Now you have control. I'll give you the Big Shot answer. You give me the question. You do that right, I'll give you another 50 points. Here you go. The cousin who lives at 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Oldie but a goodie.
What is old McDonald?
No, that's wrong. Dylan or Ariel, got a guess? They don't. Just shoot the gun.
Yeah.
Shoot the gun. We're looking for Cousin It from the Addams Family. You would know that if you were as old and decrepit as the guy writing these questions, which clearly you're not. He's actually writing them from a hyperbaric chamber in a nursing home somewhere. No one got that one. Ariel and Dylan, you are at 0. Alana, you got 50 points. That's how we play the game. Let's move on to our second question. This is for everyone now. What is the title of our national anthem?
What, Elena?
I did say I think I said my name first, but I don't know.
Title of the national anthem? It's a toughie. You hardly ever hear it these days. Time.
Like God bless
Dylan?
I don't know.
What is this Star Spangled Banner?
It is correct. It's the Star Spangled Banner. You should maybe go to more baseball games, Ariel. They sing it at the beginning of every baseball game. Yeah. You know what? Have your nail lady sing it the next time you go in for a nail job. Those hold up your nails. They're crazy beautiful. Hold them up so we can see them, please. Now, is there a reason why they're all different colors? That's a TikTok.
Yeah, these are my TikTok nails. In celebration of 100K, I got a TikTok nails.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
Someone will explain that sentence to me later on. All right, here's your follow-up question.
Yeah.
This is for Ilana. It is what you call a single, tiny piece of glitter. This is a hard one. What you call a single piece of glitter.
What is a sparkle?
That's a toughie. That's not correct. You're so close, though. Dylan or Ariel?
What is a spark?
No. Remember the name of the question. The answer was Star Spangled Banner. Ariel, got a guess?
What is a spangle?
That is correct.
Oh my God.
Not very hard. I know. She
I've
totally
never
guessed,
heard
but
of
you
that.
get it. That's 50 points. And you get
That's
50
awesome.
as well, Alana, for getting the first part of it. Ariel, you're at 50. Alana, you have 100. Dylan, you're at zip. But you're all in the game here. Let's get to know a little bit about you. We'll start with you, Dylan. What do you do for a living?
I'm a painter in Southern California and pursue acting on the side.
You paint houses or like paintings?
Both. Not so great at the painting personal canvases yet, but I'm working on it. But I do paint a lot of houses.
Oh, cool. Wonderful. That's a great job. That was one of my jobs when I was a much younger cub. And, get you out, get a little exercise, get a little paint on your clothes. Well, it's good to have you here. Have you ever been to Cancun?
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, you play your cards right to get some more points. You have a shot to go there. Alana, welcome to the program. Where are you and what do you do?
I sit here in Cerritos, California. I am a real estate broker.
Ooh. How are things going for you right now? Is it a good time or a bad time for real estate?
It's coming around. Of course, we've always been considered an essential worker through this time, but it has definitely picked up, which is great.
Good. I'm glad. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're all healthy and happy. Ariel, what do you do for a living?
I'm a TikToker, professional, if you will, but I'm a content creator. And I also paint custom sneakers, so I'm a sneaker designer.
So you design sneakers and you make TikTok videos. Explain to me how that works, because I'm trying to get more followers on the social media. Could I do a TikTok?
You probably could, yeah. You would have.
What would I do?
Would have a niche for sure.
Coach me. What would I do to be a TikTok superstar like you?
You want to have
Would
good
I have
lighting.
to get my
You want to
nails
get
done?
yourself. Only in celebration of your first milestone.
Okay.
You want to just like make some TikToks with the trends, you know, and be creative.
What is your most popular TikTok to date that you enjoyed making the most?
It's the throw it back video. A friend, I did a skit with another TikToker who's a friend of mine, and we're kind of like clowning the whole throw it back. If you're not on TikTok, I don't know if you're gonna know what that means, but
you're right.
Yeah, it's like a comedy, but like it's funny. It did well, so yeah.
All right.
Kind of did myself a name with that.
Congratulations on reaching 100,000 people. We got a great group of contestants here today, a house painter, a real estate artist, and a TikToker. Who would have known? And we got a tight game here. Alana, you're at 100. Ariel, you're at 50. Dylan, you're at 0. Let's go. Here is question number 3 for you. What is the #1 selling newspaper in the United States?
Elena,
Elena.
New York Times.
Incorrect. Dylan or Ariel?
Ariel.
Ariel.
Dylan,
Washington Post.
Wrong. Dylan.
the LA Times.
No. It is
Ariel.
USA Today.
No, wait, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
We don't get a second chance.
No.
No.
No. I'm sorry. You don't. All right, USA. So this is a toss-up for anybody here. Remember, the first answer was USA Today. Here's your big shot answer. You give me the question. It's the day before tomorrow.
Ariel. Oh,
Ariel.
today. What is today?
Correct. Today, and 50 points for you, Ariel. That is correct. We got a barn burner going here. Alana and Ariel each have 100. Dylan, you're at 0, but there's plenty of time. Plenty of time to amass points. And don't forget, you all are chasing the same fantastic vacation. Yeah, that is a 5-day, 4-night vacation at the Ocean Spa Resort in Cancun, Mexico, right on the Gulf there. It's beautiful, and it's a fun vacation, very nice, right in the hotel district. There's a club, Eric. I don't know if you have been to Cancun yourself, and if you have been, I hope to God you weren't wearing a Speedo. But there is a club in Cancun called Ongo Bongo, and if you go to Cancun, it's the craziest. It's like one of those Saturday night Mexican variety shows that you see on Telemundo, in person times a million. It's definitely something you want to do if you get a chance to go to Cancun, and we're going to find out who does that by continuing with the game. Here is question number 4. What is the Aurora Borealis more commonly known as?
Dylan,
Dylan.
the Northern Lights.
That is correct for 50 points for Dylan. Well done, Dylan. Here is your big shot question. You give me the answer. It is what your commander orders the barracks at bedtime.
What is Lights Out?
Lights out, correct. You bet both of them there. That's 100. We have a 3-way tie, 100 points for each player. So much excitement. Who knew this was even possible on the internet? Here's question 5. After this one, point values will double. Which singer had a huge hit with Shake It Off in 2014?
Ariel.
Dylan,
Ariel.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is correct for 50 points. That gives you 150. Here is your big shot answer. You give me the question. That dude that touches your crotch when you're being fitted for a new suit.
What is a tailor?
Correct. Well done, Ariel. Ariel, you are now at, you got 200. Alana and Dylan each have 100. Point values are now doubled. You'll get 100 points for the first part and 100 points for the second part, so anybody could still win. Very exciting game. Here is question number 6. This is going back a while, even further back than the other question that you didn't know because you're not as old and decrepit as our producer, Eric. He sleeps in a wooden box. That's how old he is. Filled with dirt. And he can't eat anything garlic. I think he's a vampire. Here's question number 6. In the black and white film Psycho, what did director Alfred Hitchcock use to simulate blood?
Ariel.
Dylan.
Ariel. Not yet. You got to say something. Paint is incorrect.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Elena.
What is corn syrup?
Corn syrup is wrong. Elena, you get a free shot. You can get a good guess here.
What is clay?
Not clay. Chocolate syrup. He used Hershey's chocolate syrup
Oh,
to simulate blood circling down
Oh.
the drain. Yeah, it's a black and white movie. I can see why you haven't seen it. But it's a good one. If you're looking for a good throwback Halloween movie, or if you're a Hitchcock fan, it's one of his best films. All right, this toss-up is for everybody now for 100 points, keeping in mind the previous answer. It starts as sap from this tree. What's the
Elena.
Elena.
What is syrup? What is maple syrup?
But syrup is correct for 100 points for you. All right, here we go. We have the final question. Ariel and Elena each have 200 points. Dylan, you have 100 points. This question is worth a total of 200 points, so literally anyone could win. Don't forget, the low-scoring player at the end of this question will be asked to forcibly leave the game. Here we go. Which U.S. president put a Twinkie in our country's Millennium Time Capsule?
Elena.
Elena.
Donald Trump.
No, incorrect. He would have
Ariel.
eaten it.
Dylan.
Ariel.
I don't know. George Bush.
No. Dylan. The
Ronald
Millennium
Reagan.
Time Capsule. Bill Clinton. They put together the Millennial Time Capsule at the end of the millennium, and Clinton was president, so he picked his favorite food group and threw a Twinkie in there. If it had been Trump, Alana, it would have been fried chicken
Eat
and hamburgers. All right, so no one got that right. We still have, the ladies each have 200. Dylan, you have 100. This question is worth 100 points. Dylan, if you get it, we'll have a 3-way tie, and we'll have to play the tie-breaking question, which will be very exciting. Here we go. The House and Senate passed this. What's the question?
Elena.
Ariel.
What is a bill? A bill? A bill?
Correct.
Bill of Rights. What is Bill of
a
Rights?
bill? You're not reading it off your phone, are you? You're not cheating, are you, Ariel? All right, so we have a tie for second place between Dylan and Alana. Whoever gets this question right stays in the game and has a chance to win that trip to Cancun. Whoever gets it wrong is going to be eaten by me for lunch. Here we go, the tiebreaker question. In what ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located?
Ariel.
Dylan.
Ariel, you already, wait a minute, you're out. You're already in, Ariel. You're not
Oh,
playing.
sorry.
This is a tiebreaker for
Okay,
those two.
okay. Oh, I didn't
I
realize.
heard
Oh,
Dylan.
yeah.
That's okay. Dylan, go ahead.
The Atlantic.
That is correct. The Atlantic Ocean. Alana, I'm sorry. That gives him
That's
the
okay.
second place. You're our third place. Boy, very competitive. Fantastic game today. I really appreciate all of you coming in here. Alana, you didn't make it, but you know what? You have a chance to come back in the future, and maybe you'll win the trip then. Did you have some fun?
Yes, I did. I had an amazing time.
Okay. Thanks so much for playing. This is supposed to be a video, Eric. There's no audio.
Okay. Yeah, so
Well, there's no. Well, how are we supposed to do a commercial without audio?
technical problem.
All right, just handle it, please.
You want me to do the commercial?
Not really, but it's our only option.
I've never done that.
Just do it.
All right. Scandy Candy, an amazing product from ScandyCandyLA.com.
you'll get a $25 gift certificate for Scandy Candy. It's Scandinavian candy right here in LA. ScandyCandyLA.com. Enjoy.
You have an amazing talent, Eric.
Well, I didn't even know. I'm shocked.
It wasn't that, but I'm sure you do, and we'll find it at some point. All right. Ariel, you have 300. Dylan, you have 200. Whoever wins this round goes on to play the big shot question for that trip to Mexico. Here's what we're doing in round 2. Players, you take turns naming one item from either of the 2 lists I'm about to tell you. When one of you can't come up with an item on either list, you lose and your opponent gets 100 points. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game is going to win that chance to go to Mexico. Here we go. We're going to take turns. Ariel, we're going to start with you because you are in the lead. Players, take turns naming for me, without repeating, hairstyles versus 80s hair bands. Hairstyles versus 80s hair bands. Ariel.
So wait. What?
Back in the 80s,
Big
which is
hair.
before you were born, they had big teased, these were men with big teased hair, like hair sprayed like crazy, and they would play loud, crappy music. And for some reason, it got very popular. So we're looking for names of those bands, which I'm guessing you're not going to have. So I would stick with hairstyles if I were you. So you'll just take turns naming hairstyles or hair bands. You'll bounce back and forth. Does that
Okay,
make
so
sense?
to understand the word hair bands, is it, you keep talking about music, so is it literally like basically 80s types of hairstyles or hair bands?
Hair bands is a nice way of saying a fad of music that was shitty when it started and it burned out relatively quickly. If
They
that
all
helps.
dressed like women. They wore tight leather and blew their hair up. Boom. Feathers.
Yeah, Dylan's got
Think
it.
of that stuff.
Yeah, Dylan's
And-
My
got
dad was a part of that.
it. Was he?
Okay, I guess I'll
All
be
right.
sticking to hairstyles since I have no idea what that means.
Hairstyles versus 80s hair bands. Ready? Begin.
Dutch braids,
Hard part come over.
face buns,
The pompadour.
pixie cut,
The Twisted Sisters.
afro,
Mohawk.
balayage.
High top fade.
Oh, French braids,
Caesar cut.
bun,
The Sex Pistols.
messy bun,
Top knot.
waterfall braids.
Pigtails.
Oh, I was gonna say that, ponytail.
Oh, toughy.
Dang.
Toughy, Dylan.
Whew.
And we almost flagged you. I would say Sex Pistols, I would call them punk, not a hair band. But you were close,
Oh,
so
that's
we let
fair.
it go. All right, Dylan, you
Thank
have
you.
200. Ariel, you have 400. Dylan, we start this set of lists with you. Again, 2 sets of lists. You take turns naming items off of either of those lists without repeating yourself or repeating the other person. Here it is. Water sports versus places you pee. Water sports versus places that you pee. We'll start with you, Dylan. Go.
Swimming.
A restroom,
High dive.
in the woods on a hike,
Boating.
I love that one.
surfing,
Peeing in the desert.
parking lots,
The bushes.
water, skimboarding,
Water polo.
jet skiing,
Wakeboarding.
parasailing,
Water skiing.
Parasailing. It takes place in the sky. Parasailing.
but you like
Yeah.
go into the water.
Sometimes you
after
do,
on a
but
boat.
you can also parasail off of a cliff, I believe.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I
though.
thought you could only
It's-
do it in the water. All right.
No. Very close. We are coming down to the wire. Ariel, you have 400. Dylan, you have 500. Whoever gets this list right is going to be today's champion and will play for that trip to Mexico. This is very exciting. Here we go. Our third list. Ariel, will back to you. List for me types of trucks versus things that you suck. Types of trucks versus things that you suck here on this PG-rated game show, Ariel.
All right.
All right.
Am I disqualified if I? Never mind. All right. If I run out of
Types of
answers, I don't
trucks.
know what to say.
Yeah. Types of trucks versus things that you suck, and go.
Lollipop,
Ford,
monster truck,
Chevy,
Sour Patch Kids,
Toyota,
ice cream,
GMC,
popsicle,
Jolly Rancher.
cotton candy.
That's what I'm guessing, a Slurpee.
Cotton candy?
You don't suck on it?
That Dylan gives you 800.
Eric takes all the flack.
You have 400. That means, Dylan, you are our champion today. Congratulations. Congratulations. Boy, I gotta tell you, this has been the most exciting game we've had so far. Ariel, you were a fantastic contestant, as were you, Dylan. The lead bounced back and forth and back and forth. We heard a lot of funny names, and no one said anything inappropriate. That's a victory right there. So thank you for joining us. Congratulations on your 100,000 subscriber on TikTok. And I'm gonna follow you on TikTok. I want to watch your TikToks.
Oh, thank you.
What's your TikTok before you go?
Yeah, what is your TikTok, Ariel?
Ariel Lindsay.
Ariel Lindsay. Look her up on TikTok.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Ariel.
Thanks,
Thanks for
everybody.
playing.
Goodbye.
One question for all the sand on the beach. Here we go, Dylan. What slimy green fruit is the pride of New Zealand?
That's what we call people from New Zealand, the Kiwis.
That is correct. Fantastic, Dylan. You are today's champion. You are headed to a beautiful ocean spa resort in Cancun, Mexico. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I've never been.
Boy, talk about an exciting game. That was a good one, right down to the wire, Eric. And your many mistakes didn't even impede the flow of the game. We're making progress.
I know. I'm still recovering from the Scandy Candy commercial.
Until next week, that's me, Boffo, and our producer, Eric, saying goodbye, and thanks for watching Big Shot. Big Shot!
Hey, it's time for the big shot game.
With Boffo.
Answer wrong and you'll get the blame.
Play Big Shot.
Hey, come on, play the big shot game.
With Boffo.
Answer wrong and you'll get the blame.
Big Shot.